It's Week 8 of the NFL, and all eyes are on Jared Goff. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Giants and the Vikings.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule. They begin the drive with Coleman. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Now it's gone. And he whips that one incomplete there.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
So here come the Vikings as they get set for their first drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. We might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Dancing to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. Room here to run. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw is Goff. He'll get that to his tight end, Theo Johnson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Coleman will try up the middle. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first. From the gun, here's Goff. There's a short one caught by Johnson. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
From the gun on third down, Goff.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
They'll try the left side with Coleman. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Complete right side to Hyatt.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
Running the sweep with McLaurin.
Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Just beating the play clock is Goff. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin.
And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Goff now looking to throw.
And yet again, it's McLaurin.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
Here's Goff. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Giants post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
The Vikings offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he's been very impactful when using his legs this year, both when the pocket breaks down and by design. You notice his name sits near the top when looking at the league leaders in rushing yards by a quarterback.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Looking to throw McCarthy.
And his throw here's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
From the shotgun, McCarthy.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down.
Here's McCarthy.
And the pressure gets to him again.
Kayvon Thibodeau.
2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
He has Hyatt over the middle. And he will have a Giants first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Now gone.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Now their versatile running back, here's Austin Eckler.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. First carry now for the LSU alum, Ty Davis-Price.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A handoff, Coleman between the tackles.
Stop made there by Brian Asamoah. The Giants at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. They come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive. But right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. In motion, the tight end. Goff now looks to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On the screen, this is Coleman. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. In motion goes the tight end. Again, Goff. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Giants go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it's now 14-0.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
And out now come the Vikings.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now McCarthy.
Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28.
Throwing is McCarthy.
Escaping the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Gone. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here's Goff. And he's knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call.
So the incomplete pass there, but the roughing the passer call bails them out.
Which means you have to stay on the field on defense longer because you've given the offense free snaps, not to mention the free yardage after that mistake.
Back to throw, Goff.
That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
A final shot before break here. Goff. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again.
And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
To the air with McCarthy.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Kayvon Thibodeau
in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now a handoff up the middle. Long. And bulldozing his way through. And he's got room. And he will finally be taken down at the Giants' 30.
42 yards rushing for him now in just his first 3 carries.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
McCarthy operating from the gun.
That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Chris Godwin,
30 yards.
And the Vikings have cut it back within a score. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And that'll make our score 14-7. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And it's Chris Godwin who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Goff.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. McCarthy. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
There go play action. Here's McCarthy.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now it's gone. And that is incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Here's Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up fourth down. And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Minnesota's offense takes over possession.
Game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position?
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Chris Godwin.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Vikings are an extra point away from drawing level.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And how about this? Here comes a reverse. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is gone.
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. 3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff.
That is incomplete.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
From the gun, here's Goff.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Off play action. Here's Goff. Rolling to his right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's got this down to the 35. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a 1st down. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's Goff. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. 7th play in this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Goff. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter.
Sly able to put this one through, and they take a 17-14 lead. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a give, right side. It's long. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
45 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's long, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Second down and 8. On play action. Now McCarthy. Going underneath. He's got Hawkinson.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Looking to throw McCarthy.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Give the sack to Jerome Baker. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
From the shotgun, McCarthy.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's McCarthy.
That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy. Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
Now McCarthy.
And he's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson
from 21 yards away.
And the Vikings have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
And New York set to take the field.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Goff. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Now they hand off to Coleman. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 6.
Goff now to throw. Flush to his right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. 63 yards receiving for him now. And that last catch good enough for a first down. Running left, Coleman. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Goff now looks to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
Here's Goff. Flushed out right. Drops it off for Coleman. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
Now Goff.
That's caught by Johnson.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Goff.
And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down.
Goff now to throw. Touchdown! Terry McLaurin, a 14-yard touchdown.
And the Giants answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Vikings offense and J.J. McCarthy getting ready to go back to work. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
Pass complete. It's Hawkinson.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
He's back to throw. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Back to throw.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Giants have it. It's picked up.
Down the sideline he goes.
And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6.
Now Joey Sly for the point after.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
So all eyes on this Vikings offense. Down by 10, 33 seconds to go. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a first down.
Throwing is McCarthy.
Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson.
And he'll have a quick first down here as he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. To the air with McCarthy. Looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again.
The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it.
And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments, and anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Goff with a kneel down here, and that should put a conclusion to this one.
So it's a win here for the Giants, and the guy who spearheaded things was their quarterback, and that's Jared Goff.
Yeah, he had a great night throwing the football. Wow.